Hi, welcome back. Are you heartbroken over estrangement? Today we're going to discuss 6 things on how to grow and get to the other side of family estrangement. I'm Marie Morin. I'm a therapist and a wellness coach. Let's get started. Family estrangement can feel like one of the heaviest burdens to carry, especially since it involves the people we deeply love. It's common to feel heartbroken, confused, lost. You go through this grieving. If the relationship is with a family member, your adult child, your parent, this is just a terrible place to be in. But while the pain of estrangement is real, there's also a path forward that can be surprisingly uplifting. Believe it or not, there is life and even joy on the other side of cutoff. Stay tuned while I cover these 6 keys to growth to the other side. Let's get started. The first one is the freedom to rediscover yourself. So estrangement, though it's extremely painful, no one is doubting this, can open up space for personal growth, no matter what the reason, what the contributor was. In relationships where communication has broken down, this is often the case, okay? Individuals often sacrifice a part of themselves just to keep the peace. This isn't for everyone, but for many. And there's a chance while this time apart that you can look inward, that you could just take a break. You could just reassess and say, okay, what's happening right now? What am I going through? What do I need in this relationship? You get to focus on your goals, your passions, your inner peace, your desires. Maybe you start doing some hobbies that you have neglected. Maybe you go out and rekindle relationships that you haven't been with for some time. The second thing is that when there's estrangement, you learn to set boundaries and prioritize self-care. So one of the biggest positives that can come out of estrangement, and I can hear you now being all upset, is that you learn how to set healthy boundaries, no matter what side you're on. Optimally, I wish that everyone could be in healthy, continuous relationships, mutually respectful relationships that don't have maltreatment. There isn't this avoidance in there. There isn't infliction of pain and disrespect. Relationships that can go the distance, deal with conflict and disagreements, and resolve and move forward. Then there's the estrangement, when someone prefers to let the relationship go because resolving and repairing is just too much for them. But sadly, there are many contributors, and relationships do fracture. If you want to learn more about this, watch my 11 Reasons Why Adult Children Cut Off to get a deeper dive on those types of contributors. But right now, this is why it's common for strained relationships to become emotionally exhausting. When you step away and you give yourself an opportunity to just say, okay, what kind of boundaries do I need? You have a chance to say, I need to be emotionally at peace. I cannot be in this level of heightened disagreement and heightened intensity. By learning to set boundaries, you can ensure future relationships, whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, whoever, that they're healthier because you have this tool, you know how to do this. And emotional well-being becomes easier because you're not entangled in this place of not having a boundary. And you're familiar with codependency. Often codependency is present when there are porous boundaries and a lack of boundaries. And we don't want that. We want to be able to decide for ourselves what's good for us and what's not good for us. Prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being becomes easier when you're no longer entangled in this conflict or unresolved tension cycle. Okay, the third thing is building a supportive community. So estrangement doesn't have to mean isolation. Many of you write to me, and I understand, having personal experience, that when things are emotionally really tough with family members and we're feeling really horrible, some of us want to isolate. We want to just pull ourselves out the equation of being around people, because life is really tough. However, if you want to get over this, I could tell you that it can be done. Get the help, get the support that you need so that you are not isolating. Isolation is a really good indicator and marker for a lack of functioning and not doing too well. You want to get on the other side of that. And that means using your will, using your determination and saying, yes, this is terrible. And we're going to talk about this again in a minute, about radical acceptance. This is awful, but there's nothing I can do about it except for to take care of myself and be patient. So let's go into this place of going towards a community, being around people who love and value you. So we know that a marker of emotional well-being, physical well-being, is when we have relationships. And it doesn't just have to be the relationship that's been cut off. There's plenty of people out there that you know that you can be supported by, that you can hang out with, that love and value you. You want to be around them. We know from study after study that when we have relationships, long-term relationships, new relationships that are flourishing, that we do better emotionally and physically. So you want to do these things where you're around people. In fact, many people who go through this experience find that they can cultivate stronger, more meaningful connections with others. Look, when family relationships breaks down, it's not fun, but it does create the opportunity for us to go towards a chosen family. People that just say, yes, I want to be around you. It doesn't feel good when our family rejects us. But if we go towards these chosen relationships, we're going to feel much better. You can surround yourself with people, again, who value you, who understand you, and you create this community of people that will lift you up. These relationships may bring new experiences and perspectives, and it will enrich your life. Number 4 is finding peace in letting go to radical acceptance. It is easy to dwell on the what ifs and replay the scenario in your head, but going towards radical acceptance is key. It doesn't mean you give up or you've stopped caring about the person. On the contrary, instead it means you're allowing yourself to release this emotional burden of the situation and make room for healing. In many cases, cutoffs allow us to focus on this place of acceptance and forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about going back into the burning building. It doesn't mean you allow people to harm you or that you permit maltreatment. Forgiveness is about releasing this negative resentment and feelings towards the other person. Naturally, if they've harmed you and being around them has been extremely agitating, hurtful, upsetting, you don't want to go back into that relationship unless some change has happened, right? But it is a point of you being able to release this negative feeling towards the other person, and it's really for you. It's to help you emotionally and physically. It also brings you to this place that when you radically accept and you let go of this level of turmoil, that you can live with more gratitude and presence. And number 5 is growth through adversity. So, we grow through our struggles, and estrangement is no different. Although the experience is definitely painful and challenging, it does lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of yourself. You may discover these inner strengths you didn't even realize you had, or develop new coping strategies that will enhance your resilience. The process of healing from estrangement can help you come out of this stronger, more confident, self-assured. And with time, this growth can help you build healthier, happier relationships, both with others and, more importantly, with yourself. And the last one, number 6, a new chapter awaits. Estrangement, yes, it's heartbreaking, but it doesn't have to be the end of the story. And as I say to the people I treat, you don't go down with the ship. It could be the beginning of a new chapter where you control the narrative. What is your story going to be? That someone decided they didn't want you in their life and you turned to mincemeat, maybe temporarily. That's okay, but not long term. You got to pick yourself up. You got to get back onto life and doing the business of life. There is much life to have. I've spoken to many of you, and it's been years now, and some of you write me and you tell me, my gosh, I can't believe how much time has passed, and I'm so much better now. And this can happen for you as well. On the other side of estrangement lies this chance for you to redefine your future. You're capable of healing and rebuilding your life and of finding joy again. While estrangement may have been a very, very painful part of your journey, it doesn't define you, okay? You still have the potential for happiness and a life with joy and peace. While estrangement does bring heartache, it can also offer a path towards healing, self-discovery, and growth. It allows you to set your boundaries, to foster healthier relationships, and to let go of unresolved pain. Most importantly, it offers the opportunity to have acceptance and a renewed sense of purpose. While you may be heartbroken, remember that the light is on the other side. You have the power to heal, to find joy, and to create a fulfilling life for yourself, no matter what the challenges have been in the past. Don't forget, get my ebook, Feeling Heartbroken and Alone, How to Pick Up the Pieces When You're Estranged. And don't forget to subscribe.